Ah.
I feel a lot of bliss and joy. I tried to lose it, as you said.
Yeah, I see you didn't. You couldn't.
I couldn't, but I definitely could see the
potential.
No, the difference between the experience of it and how much you actually impregnate your experience with it. I mean, the experience has changed since they always change, and with what I did, the experience also changed. And it's the quality of how much you bring that into your experience that is different. That has to be always different. So I can.
Right. So I have a question for you in this. Do you want to change places?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my question to you is, in what you are seeing.
Oh, that was closer than it was.
In what you are seeing. Is any experience needed for this to know itself always?
No, that's what I mean. It is there, but the experience is different. And it's like this lovemaking of, this is like a constant playing of hide and seek. This is constant. I can hide in the experience, but I can also watch all of that. So it's just, it's there. It's always there, and it can't go away. But the experience of it can change.
Yes.
It's just like I can feel it, embody it in this moment, in the experience, fully, like meaning that rushes of energy and whatever. I see colors or whatever it might be. It's really like being on drugs or something like this. Or it's not like that.
And that is natural because we are putting all the attention on it. We are here. This is like a concentrated intensive of putting the attention all on that, right? Which is a calling to your life, to bring this into life. Yet this experience so intensively is not, it's like this is like an expanded experience that also invites a contracted experience. Yeah, so it can often happen that following this experience, when you leave these few days, the opposite experience suddenly kicks in.
I'm expert in that.
Well, what can happen, what has been happening until now, is then the idea is that I lost it. That's what happens, is the idea comes in that now I lost it. It comes and it goes because we relate to it as the experience of it. So then we think that it comes and it goes. So we now moved into identification in what comes and goes, right? But if we are in the knowing that is so free that it is knowing itself to include contraction, then any experience, even the most strongest experience of identification, cannot shake this knowing. So identification with contraction can appear because it's coming for the freeing anyway, and it can appear, yet the identification with identification is not. Yeah? So identification can be the experience, yet the knowing that this is not what I am is here. So that's the cutting of identification with identification. And that can only happen in identification. Yeah? That's why, I mean to say that's why it comes, it's a way to speak, but it has to come, all of that, for it to be that much free.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's just like all this limitation we have is already free. It's already free. Otherwise it couldn't put itself in limitation.
It's a paradox.
Yeah? So, for our lived experience to be that much free, it needs to include re-identification. Yet the knowing that I'm not that is the cutting. So then you get to experience identification in a whole new way. And you get to love this crazy little thing. This crazy little distorted character that by its nature has flaws. It has flaws, you know? And they are so free to be here. I'm so free to be me. More than ever.
I still feel that there is some energy that is contracted there.
Well, what did you hear what was just said?
I did, yeah.
You speak as if this contracted energy is out of place.
No, I'm not saying.
Is it welcome?
It is welcome, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm just.
Is it welcome forever?
It is. It wants to move, and I feel I want to. I have to invite it more to move.
Can you meet it totally? In freedom? Can you enter her in freedom? Can you be here totally for her?
Oh yes.
This is the lovemaking. And when you can be that for yourself in your form, you can be here for her outside. And that's what she's calling from you. And that's what this contracted feeling is calling from you to be met. That's all it ever wants. That's all you've ever wanted. There's no separation.
I think it's also funny.
Yeah.
It's just
It's a joke.
Yeah, it's just a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was really feeling so much with this entire process, but still I'm so much in this. It's all just a joke, and
Yeah.
I kind of felt it's the same thing, but it's not this going into the pain, but this just fully feeling the bliss and the joy of this constant lovemaking, because it's joyful. It's just it's really, it's ripe and thick, and it's just fun.
Juicy, yeah?
It's and I like that, because
Me too.
I have the tendency to just be too serious and whatever, and it's just it's so freeing. It's just like it's just a joke.
Seriousness cannot survive in here.
And so much gratitude for me, for myself, in every one of you.
So much gratitude here for this clarity. This is like music to my ears.